I'm up. Ganja smoking, they got rum in me cup. Bad girls wind up on the dance floor. All the girls wind up on the dance floor.
Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
Hello and welcome all my Formula 1 fans from around the world for round 11 of Formula 1 2018 Championship round 11 from Hockenheim, Germany. Southwestern part of the Germany, a beautiful old school circuit, one of the world's greatest, largest car producers. 65% of the autobahn has no speed limit. Over 800 million currywursts are eaten in Germany each year. Oktoberfest is the largest beer festival in the country. Hockenheim Ring was built in 1932, 77th Formula 1 Championship race in Germany, more than any other country. The population of Hockenheim can fit into the Hockenheim Ring 6 times. Michael Schumacher won here 4 times in the past. Sebastian Vettel is yet to win the race here. Some fast facts for Hockenheim circuit. First victory for Michael Schumacher was 2002. So long time back for Ferrari. 4.574 kilometer circuit, 3 DRS zones. Lap record sits with Kimi Räikkönen, 17 turns, elevation 4.5 meters, almost a level circuit. Turn 1 incident in 2001 between Burti and Schumacher. Also turn 6 in 2014, Hamilton, Räikkönen and Ricciardo getting into tangle in turn 6. Turn 12, 2002, Montoya versus Räikkönen. Who will forget that fight between the McLaren? So we are all here with Pirelli race tire choices: medium, soft, ultra soft, track stress 3x5, asphalt grip 3x5. As of now, no rains. However, we do expect rain. 40% of chances of rain. Track temperature 30 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius. Air temperature 82 degrees. Humidity 82%. Wind speed 5 km/h. Gusting. Just to keep you updated, during this weekend, finally Lewis Hamilton had struck a deal of 2 years with a whopping $100 million with Mercedes. Also, Valtteri Bottas has extended his driver contract for 1 more year for Mercedes. What does that mean for Daniel Ricciardo? It means for Daniel Ricciardo very limited choices at Ferrari. Also, possibly gossips and rumors around that Charles Leclerc may replace Kimi Räikkönen. What does that mean? Is Kimi Räikkönen going to stop his Formula 1 career, or he chooses to go to Sauber and continue his career? Time will tell, not too far. However, Daniel Ricciardo is the one who will be most disappointing, as he was the likelihood of hot cake for all the teams and eventually looks to be need to settle down at Red Bull itself, unless McLaren give them a big bait. Though we all know that McLaren doesn't seem to be a team which is looking to potentially challenge the top 3 teams on the grid. Daniel Ricciardo, however, he will be starting from the back of the grid with many penalty for his Hockenheim race. Ferrari leading 287 points to Mercedes 267, 20 points lead. Further down 199 points to Red Bull in constructor points. Fernando Alonso, as always, trying to pick up the points here and there, somehow keeping a momentum for himself and keeping himself motivated to stay in the Formula 1. Max Verstappen, he would like to take the challenge on behalf of Red Bulls, as it doesn't seem to be any challenge coming from Daniel Ricciardo anyway, as he's going to start from the back of the grid. So we are all set. Pre-practice 3 session was washed out, so drivers and teams have to rely on the data for pre-practice 1 and 2 to set up their car for today and tomorrow. It will be interesting to see what strategies cars will follow. And here we go, Q1 gets underway, and we have Sergei Sirotkin for Williams on the track. As all the cars are getting hurriedly coming on the track, they would like to set up the timings as soon as possible, as we do expect rain to come some point or the other during the qualifying session. It's going to be hit and miss in this session. Session is underway. 15 and a half minutes to go in the session. Fans are super crazy here in Hockenheim ring. Though this is supposed to be the home track of Mercedes, but we do see fans draped in red color for Ferrari, and that is for home hero Sebastian Vettel. Remember last time around in Silverstone, Lewis Hamilton was home hero and he could not win that Grand Prix. Will there be a repeat of similar thing, and blues for home heroes will continue? It will be seen soon during this weekend. Charles Leclerc, in the meantime, he starts off his time lap. Track is dry. Sirotkin has gone 1 minute 15.7. I believe that time will be overall very soon, because 1 minute 13 seconds should be the time to beat to go for Q2. Leclerc, he is on the track. Good sector 2, he is driving off. He should be comfortably ahead of Sergei Sirotkin. Williams car time set by him. Yes, he does. So he goes 1 minute 15.203. P1 for Lance Stroll. Fernando Alonso, he is also on the track and he starts the time lap. Big question mark for Fernando Alonso career, and also equally for Stoffel Van Dorn, because if George Russell comes, who is the junior McLaren, it will be interesting to see who McLaren will like to put in their car alongside Fernando Alonso, or if Fernando Alonso goes to Indy for full season, will Stoffel Van Dorn continue in the team as senior driver. In the meantime, Alonso is already, Van Dorn is reporting some problem in the car. 12 and a half minutes to go in this session. Force India's, they are P3 and P4 as of now. Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson in Sauber 7 and 8. In the meantime, Fernando Alonso goes faster. He's P5 as of now. Sainz goes P3. Gasly goes P7 now. But remember, this is all the midfield and the lower midfield group. Top 6 cars are still to come out on the track. And that should be pretty easy for them. Sergei Sirotkin this time around goes P6. Time to beat for Haas. Best of the rest pack. In the meantime, Hülkenberg goes fastest. 1 minute 13.874. So Renault proving to be best of the rest here as of now in Q1. And Nico Hülkenberg lost some time during his lap as he goes off the curve. Otherwise, he could have gathered some more time over there. In the meantime, P1 for Nico Hülkenberg for Renault. Sainz is as of now P5. In the meantime, Leclerc goes faster. Leclerc is P1. 1 minute 13.562. Ferraris are on the track now. This wonder kid Leclerc is definitely making the people to keep their eyes open and look for his performance. He's forcing the issue for the teams to think about it, that he's the one driver to be looked upon by all the team. In the meantime, Roman Grosjean goes fastest for Haas, 1 minute 13.547. Raikkonen, he's also on a fast lap. Just completes sector 1, he's 4/10 faster. Let us see, where does he finish? Sebastian Vettel is also on track. He's faster than Raikkonen. Let's see. Yes, Raikkonen goes comfortably P1, 1 minute 12.794. Vettel is behind him. Let's see what Vettel can do. Should be able to displace Kimi Raikkonen pretty easily, and that is what he does. So Vettel is P1, 10 minutes to go in this Q1 session. In the meantime, Valtteri Bottas, after having a fresh contract for 1 more year, oozing out of confidence. Valtteri Bottas. So Vettel is P1, Raikkonen is P2, and Hamilton goes P3. So Ferrari 1, 2, Hamilton and Bottas for Mercedes 3 and 4. Grosjean is P5. We have Daniel Ricciardo on the track now. 8.5 minutes to go in this session. There are many Dutch fans in the grandstands here and all playing around with colors, orange, and cheering up their fan or their driver, which is Max Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo in the meantime also go for faster lap this time around. Remember, he's going to start from the back of the grid, no matter where he finishes in qualifying. So it's more of getting as much as practice as possible for Daniel Ricciardo. Verstappen is still in the pits. He's still to come out of the pits. 7 minutes to go. Daniel Ricciardo is the first driver to come out for Red Bull. Raikkonen in the meantime betters his time and he's P1 now. 1 minute 12.723. Drivers in relegation zone. Stroll, Sirotkin, both the Williams, Random, McLaren, Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo, which should be coming out of Q1 anyways. In the meantime, Vettel goes faster and he's P1 now. 1/10 quicker than Kimi Raikkonen. With 5.5 minutes to go, Ferrari comfortably P1, P2 in Q1 with Mercedes behind them 3 and 4. Verstappen is P5. He just set the time and he's P5. Should be comfortable for top 6 cars. Hülkenberg is the rest of the best at P6, Grosjean 7, Ricciardo is at P8. He's going to better his time for sure. Leclerc is 9, Ericsson 10. Drivers in relegation zone now. Carlos Sainz, Brendan Hartley, Lance Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin and Stoffel Van Dorn with 5 minutes to go for this session. Roman Grosjean, he wants to put one more lap. He's on the track. Presently P7, should be safe over there. And he's faster in his car. Haas should like to take this opportunity to score as many points as possible in this Grand Prix. Drivers in relegation zone with 3.5 minutes to go. Carlos Sainz, Renault, Brendan Hartley, Toro Rosso, Lance Stroll and Sirotkin for Williams and Stoffel Van Dorn for McLaren. Grosjean, Leclerc, Sirotkin all are on fast laps. Grosjean finishes, he goes P4. Very good time for Roman Grosjean on ultra soft tires. Leclerc now, he is behind, he is presently P9. Let's see where he finishes. Crosses the stop finish line and he goes P6. Good lap for Charles Leclerc. Sirotkin is behind him. Can he do something? Yes, he does. Sirotkin goes P10. Ocon, P13 as of now. What does he do? He goes P11. Magnussen behind in Haas. He should be able to come up fast. Yes, he goes P7. Lance Stroll is behind him. 2.5 minutes to go in this session. Lance Stroll P15, stays P15. Alonso, he's there now. He goes P11. Fernando Alonso looking comfortable to go in Q2. Van Dome is also there, but he cannot do it. He stays P17. 2 minutes still to go. Gasly comes now. He goes P14. That's a good one. So he keeps himself out. So Force India are looming at the bubble of getting exited at Q1. Brendan Hartley, he's also on his out lap. Will he be able to turn the fortunes for him? We have 2 minutes to go to see that. So this is all about the midfield battle where Haas and Renault fighting for this position. Force India are falling back thick and fast. They are in elimination zone presently. PREIS and Ocon 15 and 16 position. Will they try? They have only 50 seconds to think over that and go for one more lap. Lewis Hamilton in the meantime made a mistake last lap around. Lot of understeer he felt in his car when he was coming around the stadium section. Carlos Sainz also is on a time lap. He is presently P19. That's a bit of surprise as Nico Hülkenberg is comfortably P10 here. Sainz, he is looking to come on top of Esteban Ocon and displace him out of Q1. Looks good as he's faster than time set by Ocon as of now. Ocon is at the bubble P15. PREIS, Stroll, Van Dome, Sainz and Hartley are in relegation zone as of now. Once again, Hamilton goes off track. Something is not correct on Lewis Hamilton's car. He's reporting a problem. And it's a brake failure for Lewis Hamilton. It'll be interesting to see whether he can take the car to the pits for Lewis Hamilton. In the meantime, Stroll P19, he stays P19. Van Dome is last and he stays last. PREIS goes P11. Finally, PREIS gets the time and he gets himself out of relegation zone. Ocon is still there. In the meantime, Lewis Hamilton comes out of the car. Qualifying could be over for Lewis Hamilton. He is just pushing his car. He do not want to waste any time. He wants to get the car as quickly as possible to the pits so they can do the repair. Let's see what he can do. Lewis Hamilton, time is not much. Yellow flags are already waved. It's a checkered flag also. And drivers in relegation zone who are already out. In fact, Ocon, Gasly, Hartley, Stroll and Van Dome. Sirotkin manages Q1 here, Q2. He needs to fight Lewis Hamilton, as it doesn't seem to be that he can get his car back to the pits by just pushing the car. This is a huge blow for Lewis Hamilton, especially in terms of championship consequences. At least he will start P15 in case he cannot make his car to the pits. So Lewis Hamilton is devastated. He's sitting next to the car. Looks like that's a hydraulic problem for Lewis Hamilton, the Englishman. Advantage Ferrari in the championship now, as Lewis Hamilton stays out.
Between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let
So now the time is to hear some team radios and especially a heartbreaking moment of Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what he has to say.
How much more we needed? We needed 1/10, no less than that, half a tenth, 0.1. So, did Hamilton get in your way? Did Hamilton get in your way?
That was Esteban Ocon. Let's hear Fernando Alonso.
And we are through in P14. Currently yellow flags, turn 10, turn 11. And be careful, Lewis is pushing his car on the track out of turn 10.
Lewis Hamilton.
We're going to neutral. So just switch it off. So just switch it off electrically. Just brake to a halt, brake to a halt, brake to a halt. You should anti-stall and then zero throttle. So stop.
Guys, I need to make it back.
Negative.
It's trundling.
No, stop. Loss of hydraulic.
So loss of hydraulics. So Lewis Hamilton is out and we have Q2 on and running. So Lewis Hamilton will start at least at P15 from here. That's not a good news for Lewis Hamilton championship prospects now. Game on for Ferrari, advantage Ferrari there. What a pity for Lewis Hamilton. He had to stay out and definitely advantage Ferrari and seriously hurt for Lewis Hamilton in his championship fight for 2018 as he is going to start at least P15 here. In the meantime, Q1 is underway, Q2 is underway. Minutes to go in Q2. Verstappen presently P6 here. In the meantime, 10 minutes to go. Bottas is leading his P1, Magnussen and Grosjean P2, P3, Raikkonen, Vettel 4 and 5, Leclerc 6. And somebody has gone in the gravel, and who is this? This is one of the Sauber cars. And who is this Sauber? Is this Leclerc or is this Marcus Ericsson? It is Marcus Ericsson, and he's able to get his car out on the track from the gravel, which he's very, very lucky at turn number 13 and 14. He was a little bit too quick and car did not respond at all and simply finds himself in the gravel. But he's lucky he's able to get his car out too. Vettel in the meantime, he's P8 presently, purple sector 2, sector 1 green, and he stays P3. So Mercedes definitely the quicker car here, but not an advantageous position for Lewis Hamilton, who will start at least P15. What a qualifying session we are having here with 8 minutes to go in Q2. Q1 already completed, drivers out in Q1. Esteban Ocon, Force India, Pierre Gasly, Toro Rosso, Brendan Hartley, Toro Rosso, Lance Stroll, Williams, Van McLaren. And at the dying moments, Lewis Hamilton, his car retired due to hydraulic pressure problem and he will not take part in Q2. So he will be at P15 position to say the least. So this is the time to grab maximum points for Ferrari. Let's see what do they do, Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel here. Renault looking definitely strong, so fight for rest of the best will be between Renault and Haas cars. Alonso somehow clinging himself in top 10 as of now. He's P9. He also has a chance to make it to top 10, but he will have tough fight from Charles Leclerc and the Force India, Sergio Perez. Alonso goes P10 now, Sergio Perez is P7, Nico Hülkenberg P6, Haas comfortably 4th and 5th. In the meantime, there is a red flag. What has happened? 6.5 minutes to go. Cars to return to the pit lane. There is a red flag. What has happened? Red flag is possibly due to the car of Marcus Ericsson, as he was coming out of the gravel to the track and a lot of gravel he carried with the car, and due to that session has stopped. It is pretty laughing stock that gravel has come on the track, and now it has to be a red flag. They need to clear the gravel. It's a very unusual stoppage which we have not seen for a long time. This should take about 5 to 10 minutes to clear. Do you think Lewis Hamilton can make it in this additional time? I don't think so. Looks difficult as he has some serious problem in his car. As of now, the drivers in relegation zone, Carlos Sainz, Marcus Ericsson, Lewis Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, both of them will not take any part. So practically Sirotkin, Sainz and Ericsson are drivers in relegation zone with Hamilton and Ricciardo already out. As the sweeper truck comes on the track to clear the gravel which has spilled on the track, there is red flag. They need to clear this all the way before the drivers can start once again. 6.5 minutes to go in this session. In the meantime, let's hear some team radios. Nico Hülkenberg.
We have a red flag, red flag.
Max Verstappen.
Outside of turn 13, at the apex, around half the track. It's got a little bit of gravel on it inside this clip. You'll see it now.
Marcus Ericsson.
Okay, Marcus, if you can, try to come back to the box.
Fernando Alonso.
And we are through in P14. Currently yellow flags, turn 10, turn 11. And be careful, Lewis is pushing his car on the track out of turn 10.
That was at the end of Q1. The race is still red flagged as the sweeper truck is on his work to clear the debris, to the gravel rather. So we have green flag, 6.5 minutes to go. Finally, the track is clear, gravel is clear, and Q2 is getting restarted once again. drivers in elimination zone with Hamilton and Ricciardo will not take any part, and they will start, at least Hamilton will start P15, Daniel Ricciardo will be starting back of the grid. Drivers in elimination zone, Sainz, Ericsson and Sirotkin. Alonso is on the bubble of exit at Q2 here. He's P10, Verstappen is P9, Leclerc is P8, Sergio Perez P10, Hülkenberg P6, both the Haas. Sauber is on the track, and there is definitely a rejuvenation for Sauber cars after everybody was writing them off for 2018 season. In fact, McLaren is getting threatened to go to that position. We have some rain clouds around, but looks to be we are going to have a clean Q3 here. Rain may not come during the qualifying session. Marcus Ericsson, he is on the time lap now. Presently he is P12. Looking pretty clean from Marcus Ericsson in first few corners as he crosses turn 4 in sector 1, and a good timing. He is on green, but he's 310 down. As of now, he should be finding position on P5 with this timing as he goes to sector 2. It will be interesting to see where does he stay at the end of sector 2. Marcus Ericsson, he's on the track on a time lap, crossing turn 7, keeping it clean. Hard 90 degree on turn 9, goes turn 10 on the right, left, long sweeping corners. He's 810 down and he goes off track, manages to bring the car back. Not a good sector 2 for Marcus Ericsson. Let us see what he does as he comes around in stadium section. Will he be able to bring his car out? Yes, for the time being, he's at 10. He has displaced Fernando Alonso from P10. Alonso is in 11 now. Carlos Sainz 12, Sirotkin 13. Drivers in relegation zone. Hamilton, Ricciardo will not take further part in the qualifying session. Verstappen, he is also on the track, presently P9, having purple sector 1, green sector 2. let's see as he comes around the stadium section, and he goes P2. Good lap from Verstappen. He's P2, displacing Ferraris from P2 here. Renault also on track. Relegation zone open for Carlos Sainz. He's P12. Let us see what Carlos Sainz does. Just 1 minute to go, less than a minute to go now in Q2. Drivers still in relegation zone are Alonso, Sainz and Sirotkin. Driver at the bubble is Marcus Ericsson in P10. It will be interesting to see if both the Saubers can qualify first time in Q3. But surely they have to thank Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo, who are not taking part further in the qualifying session. As Fernando Alonso, he's also having a pretty good sector 1. He's gaining time. A green sector 1 for Fernando Alonso. Sainz is ahead, he's in sector 2. It'll be interesting to see as Renault is definitely looking faster than McLaren's. Sainz completes sector 2, he is 4/10 down as of now. Fernando Alonso is looking in fact better than Carlos Sainz. It'll be interesting to see where Carlos Sainz finishes as he crosses, and he goes PA comfortably for Carlos Sainz. How about Fernando Alonso? Coming around start finish line, he stays P11 only. So Alonso is out in Q2. What about Leclerc? He goes P8 now. Perez is behind him. He is presently P10 at the bubble. Sergio Perez, can he better? No, he doesn't. Stays P10. Marcus Ericsson is presently P13. Will he be able to come out? No, he doesn't. Ericsson is out P13. Hülkenberg P7 as of now. He crosses and he stays P7 also. So Hülkenberg stays in Q3. Both the Renaults are in Q3. Fernando Alonso out. As the Q2 gets over, it's time to hear some team radios. Carlos Sainz.
Okay, Carlos, nice job. You're P9, Q3, well done.
Yeah, let's keep digging.
Charles Leclerc.
So shall we again in Q3, well done. P8 at the moment, P8.
Copy.
Max Verstappen.
Okay, so keep your eye on your dash. Tyres a little bit cooler this lap.
Fernando Alonso.
And we are through in P14. Currently yellow flags, turn 10, turn 11. And be careful, Lewis is pushing his car on the track out of turn 10.
So Valtteri sails into the final shootout in P1, setting the pace with 1 minute 12.152 seconds. A good day for Valtteri Bottas in office. Q3 is just about to start in some time, and rain clouds are within a range 15 kilometers off the track. Will we see some action in the dying moments of qualifying session here? So Red Bull and Mercedes have just the one car to fight it out for the pole, while Ferrari have two, with Haas and Renault seemingly slugging it out for the third row. Interesting Q3 at our hands for sure. As all the drivers are cool and calm in their cars, they are waiting for Q3 to get over. Fight for the pole just to begin in some moments from now. Q3 gets started. 12 minutes to go in this session. Fight for the pole. Bottas looking very, very convincing to get the pole. Ferraris have to find some time to beat Bottas here, as there is only one team, one driver from Red Bull and Mercedes to fight, whereas Ferrari has two. Haas is comfortably looking for third row on the grid. minutes to go in this session. Drivers just getting ready. Kimi Räikkönen is the first one to come on the track and set up the time lap here.
Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. And move to the rhythm.
Vettel is definitely on the fight. He's P4 as of now, but he looks to be faster than Valtteri Bottas here. In the meantime, and Vettel goes P1 as of now. Bottas is behind him. What Bottas can do? Let's see. Bottas seems to be having quite enough as he comes around in the stadium section. Meantime, Sebastian Vettel also set the fastest time record. Bottas is only P2, Raikkonen P3, Verstappen presently P4. Where does he fit in after this first session? Yes, he goes P4.
Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms.
Grosjean is P5, Sainz P6, Magnussen goes P7. So definitely rest of the best for Haas cars. And Sainz and Hülkenberg comfortably in 7th and 8th position. Hülkenberg just had a faster time lap. So as of now, Sebastian Vettel holds the pole.
I wonder what went wrong today. Why do I feel like I linger?
Just 4.5 minutes to go now. Vettel, after the completion of first leg of runs, 1 minute 11.539 seconds, displacing Bottas 1/10, Raikkonen 3/10 down, Verstappen is almost 8/10 down, completing the top 4, Grosjean P5, Hülkenberg P6, Magnussen P7, Leclerc 8, P9 Sainz and Sergio Perez still have to set the time is P10. As the cars are getting ready for one final time in this qualifying session of 2018 German Grand Prix. Home Grand Prix for Mercedes, not turning out good once again for Lewis Hamilton. As the tire blankets are coming out of the car, Bottas, Raikkonen and Vettel seems to be fighting for the pole position here at Hockenheim Ring, Germany, for one last time in 2018 qualifying session. Clouds are gathering all around, hovering around the circuit as the drivers are coming out to get the fastest time on the track. Bottas now will have one more chance here, the last chance. Let's see what he can do. Ultra soft tires put on the car, looks to be cool, calm and composed in his car. Valtteri Bottas, and there he goes for the time lap. Sector 1, required to have a good sector 1, turn 1, negated nicely. Valtteri Bottas, DRS wing open, flat out, close at turn 2, turn 3 now, turn 4, nice sweeping left-hander at turn 4, sector 1 evenly matched. Let's see the sector 2, how does he go in sector 2, because he needs to get some time to displace Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel here. Does it nicely in turn number 7, Valtteri Bottas. He needs to find the time in sector 2. Vettel in the meantime has even bettering his time. This is Kimi Raikkonen this time around. Kimi Raikkonen goes P2. What a lap by Kimi Raikkonen. He's nearly displaced Sebastian Vettel. Still holds on Sebastian Vettel. Bottas now sector 2 completed. Vettel is behind Bottas. He's even going faster, Sebastian Vettel. Bottas doesn't seem to be getting the pole here for sure. But let's see what he can do. Vettel is still on the track behind him. And Bottas goes P1. As of now, he goes P1. Where did he get the time? But Vettel is definitely having a purple lap. Sector 2. Can Vettel displace Valtteri Bottas here? $1 million question. Vettel has a great exit in the last turn. He's in the stadium section, goes around. Can he displace it? Vettel goes. Yes, he does. He does in a big way. Vettel is pole sitter in this circuit, 1 minute 11.212 seconds. New track record. Verstappen goes P4. So finally Ferrari gets a pole. 1-3 for Ferrari for tomorrow's race. Bottas goes P2. Verstappen 4th. Magnussen, Grosjean as expected. Best of the rest in 5 and 6. Hülkenberg, Sainz 7 and 8. Leclerc 9. PREIS will start 10th tomorrow. What a qualifying session we had. 2018 Hockenheim Ring qualifying session gets over. Vettel is on the pole. So finally the qualifying session gets over. Driver starting on pole is Vettel. Alongside him, with him will be Valtteri Bottas for Mercedes. Raikkonen will start alongside Max Verstappen tomorrow in second row. Third row will be locked by Haas cars. Fourth row will be locked by Renault, and fifth row Leclerc will start alongside Force India. What a session we had. With this, we look forward to see you tomorrow once again for the live commentary for the race day at Hockenheim Ring, Germany, with Lewis Hamilton will start at least 15th position. Daniel Ricciardo will start back of the grid. We are looking for some great action tomorrow in the race. With that, we'll close this live commentary. Do like and subscribe the channel and leave your comments below. Look forward. See you. Bye-bye.